Tell us about the difference in relation between personal God with form and formless self, Brahman. A personal God is needed for upasana, bhakti. When should we go beyond it to the formless? How do we know we are ready for it or not? See, there is no formless God. There is no formless God. It is merely, as we said, an idea in ignorance. There is no formless God. Even you imagine space, it is also a form. Any imagination is form. Thought is also a form. So there is no question of formless God at all. When you worship God, there is a form. And formless is beyond formlessness also. It has nothing to do with form or formlessness. It is the consciousness, the chit, the center. It is neither form nor formlessness. What do you mean by formless? Formlessness is merely a concept which does not exist. Your very existence, it is not formlessness. It is much more solid than form. Much more intimate than form. So that is when that recognition comes, this worship of the form will naturally drop off. Till then, one has to hold on to worship in form. In Bhagavata says, you have the first describing the form of the Lord. See, this form of God is not that somebody has found it as a method. Now people say technique of meditation, method of meditation, for which you have a form of... No. It's actually the inner divine has revealed various forms to various yogis. And they initiate that form to their disciples. Actually, they are all alive. They are true like any formless idea you have. It is not a question whether it is a form or formless. It is a question whether it is spiritually fruitful. Generally, it is found without worship in form, without worship in saguna, sakara, rupa, there is no spiritual elevation. The religions where you don't have this kind of, you may say that it is, when it gets spread out, ignorance will be there. But you see great devotees, Mahabhakta. You find the fruitfulness of worship in a form, worship in a name. The name of Bhagavan, the form of Bhagavan, removes all other forms and names from your mind. You have something solid to express your love. Something solid to hold on to. And that solid thing expresses the pure consciousness. It represents, as in Guruvayur, that Guruvayurappan Krishna is there, and there is a work of Narayana Bhattatari, Narayaniyam, in which he says, that Brahman which the Upanishad speaks is right here now. He says, Tat tavad bhati sakshat, Sandra ananda avabodhatmakam, anupamitam kaladeshavadhibhyam nirmuktam nityamuktam, Nigamashata sahasrena nirbhasyamanam, Aspashtam drishtamatre punaha uru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam tattavad bhati sakshat Guru Pavanapure hanta bhagyam jananam. What a great fortune. How blessed are the devotees that the Upanishad speaks about Brahman. The pure consciousness, blissful consciousness, Ananda Avabodha. And that Ananda Avabodha is standing right before me, a solid, Sandra. You know, he expresses very samadhi language. He says, Twadvapuhu chidra sardram. He says, oh Lord, you are appearing in a form, but your body is made of the syrup of consciousness. Your form, your physical appearance is filled with the syrup elixir of pure consciousness, he says. Twadvapuhu chidrasa ardram. It is melting with the love of pure consciousness, pure awareness. Sandra Ananda Avabodhatmakam. How to understand it? Anupamitam, incomparable. You do not get anything to compare in the world. Anupamitam. Where is it situated? In the district Thrissur? No. It is beyond all time and space. Deshakalavadhibhyam nirmuktam. What is it? Nitya Muktam. Sridharacharya Tikakara, Bhagavata Tikakara says about Krishna's story where Yashoda is tying him with a rope in the mortar. And Tikakara says, it looks bound, it will make you free. He is bound, but he will make you free. He looks inside the temple, he will make you free. Nitya Muktam. Nigamashata sahasrena nirbhasyamanam. That which is revealed by hundreds and hundreds of Veda Vakyas, Upanishad Vakyas. Aspashtam, not perceivable by the senses. Drishtamatre punaha urupurushartha, two meanings. One is, when you see him, you will attain the highest purushartha, freedom. How to see which is imperceivable? It is not that you have to see, you just expose yourself, he will see. When his eyes fall on you, you get liberated. That is how Muruganar has spoken about Bhagavan's Tirukannokam. Brahma Tattvam, that Brahma Tattva, Tat Tavad Bhati, it shines as it is in the Upanishads. Means, although it is seen in form, you will not experience. That is the mysticism behind it. See, it looks as if like idol worship, it looks as if like you are worshipping the Lord in a name and form. But Bhagavan says, when you look at Arunachala, he is constantly whispering to you, Tattvamasi. You look at the form, you experience the formless. What you mean by formless? So, this worshipping in form is not that simple as it appears to be. He appears in form to give you the experience of the formless. Unless he appears in form, you cannot experience the formlessness. That is the mystic aspect of spiritual life. So there is no question of form and formless and gradation in spiritual life. Sometimes a mystic will worship the Lord with a name and form, but he will be abiding in the state of a Jivan Mukta. Sometimes some person will say, I will not worship God in name and form, but he will be in the lowest grade, nowhere near spiritual experience. So, what is important is what suits you. What is the sampradaya in which you are initiated? If your master has given you a form, a name, a mantra, a worshipping method, and you feel tuned to it, don't bother about transcending it. Have it all your life. What are you going to achieve by, is it a first standard, second standard? It is not. This is not schooling. One class, one day, 1 hour, 1 moment over. Easiest school. It's eternal holiday. No studying business. No gradation. So sometimes worshipping the Lord in form, the joy inside you will be the highest. So it is not a question how you do your spiritual practice. Anything that gives you deep fulfillment, is the highest. So you need not ask, when should I give up? We will say, sometimes, a person travels at a stage, you have to transcend the form. That will also happen naturally. The form will by itself, muktashrayam yarhi nirvishayam viraktam nirvanamurchati manaha sahasa yatharchihi atmanamatra purusho avyavadhanamekam anvikshate pratinivritta gunapravaha. As Bhagavata puts it, Kapilopadesham, the devotee meditates on the form of the Lord and he reaches the highest samadhi, bhava samadhi. And at a stage, like a bait put to catch hold of a big fish, the fish appears there like a big whale, it appears, swallows not only the bait but also the fisherman. Muktashrayam yarhi nirvishayam viraktam. That ashraya is removed, objectless awareness shines forth. There is absolute base of dispassion, viraktam. Nirvana mrchati manaha. The mind just disappears like a camphor. Sahasa yatharchihi. And what happens? Atmanam, the self, the Atman, shines forth unobstructed. Atmanamatra purusho avyavadhanamekam anvikshate pratinivritta gunapravaha. All the sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna disappears, and the Atman, that pure splendor of pure consciousness happens. So this is the thing. So we need not bother about giving up the form. When should we give up? The inner one who has initiated you to meditate in form, he will swallow the form and shine forth by himself when the time is ripe. So somebody asked, if you are telling like this, once it happened, why are you telling us to take to spiritual life? And I told, I have not told you. Who asked you to come here? I have not asked you. There is no compulsion at all. When you want this, it is the inner one who is longing, the inner self longing to experience himself as the infinite. And that is the Adhyatma Bhava, Atma Mumukshutva. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.